What's up YouTube? Three Stooge Gaming here. Today we're going to be checking out a server in BeamNG called Car P. And you can see they have all these servers right here. I have noticed Italy and Utah appear to be the best for making money. So let's go ahead and hop in Italy here just to show you the gist of it. We're not going to go too long of a video. I'm gonna try to keep it around 15 minutes, but we're gonna go ahead and go over everything, what this server has to offer, if you'd be interested in it or not. I will be on the Logitech G923 today with the H pattern shifter. If anybody wants me to do a review over it, I'd be more than willing to. I have enjoyed it to the fullest, to say the least. It has been a awesome wheel, especially coming from never owning a wheel at all to owning this. I'm more than pleased with it. So when this loads in, we'll go ahead and go over everything. Will not spawn in a vehicle like this at all. This right here will be the vehicle you spawn with. And yes, it is as awful as it looks. Its handling is horrible. It has no rear brakes, no rear suspension. So let's see if I give it the beans here, and stop, give it beans, stop, give it beans. You see how that back's just really wobbly. So you start out with this. You may have a little bit of money. You may start out with nothing. I cannot quite remember exactly. But let's go ahead and get to a mission. So you have these up here. Your main menu, which is your balance, and then how hungry you are, and then the spawn menu. Here you can save presets. So I'll kind of show you how that works later. This is your last use config. Sometimes the server remembers, sometimes it doesn't. It's always better to save it if you've upgraded this vehicle to one of these configuration slots. Always a good idea. So if we go in here to car help, we have all this, which I will go over later here in just a bit. But
okay,
for now,
cowboy.
let's go ahead and hit contact. Okay, and that's gonna pull up for us to go ahead and head this way. So I'm gonna go ahead and drive over here real quick. And this thing is awful starting out. Let me show you. So it has no rear brakes, so if we get up to speed here, all the way up here to the mission, and I slam on my brakes. You know what? Hold on. Let's get a better demonstration of that, so you get a really good understanding on why it is such a pain to start. Try to get in second gear here. Alright, and then just slam on him. That braking distance is horrible. So you can see starting out, this is not a fun vehicle. So let's go ahead and get over here to this mission. So a couple of things I want to point out is if I respawn real quick, you will see down here, we'll go over why it cost here in just a second, but what we're looking at right now is right here. It says Cargo 8, Pro License No. So what that has to do is there's 3 types of missions. You have cargo, packs, which is delivering people from destination to destination, and then you have trailer missions. So the Pro License, that allows you to do trailer missions, and on most cars it's roughly around 10,000, and you just put in chat, you'd put like /Pro License and then whatever vehicle it is you're trying to get it for. But if I spawn in my vehicle I had earlier, right here, Cargo 37, and I'm gonna turn the motor off so you can hear me. Cargo 37, max passengers 1, Pro License No. So that 37's a multiplier to, on average, how much I will be making per mission. So let's go ahead and start it back up here. Hopefully you can hear me. This exhaust is loud. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and turn down the volume just to be sure that you can hear me. Go to like, yeah, 18 should work. Alright, so if we go here, we press E on our keyboard, it will start the mission. So shift 1 paperclip to Norte Marina office. Now depending on what it is you're hauling, does add weight to these crates on top. So that's why it can be a big pain. So although I can carry more cargo, I don't know if you noticed, that's why I have this vehicle slammed. But you can feel it in the force feedback, definitely. When there's weight on the vehicle, you can feel it, and it wants to tip over. When you don't have a mission, that crate's a lot lighter. Actually, we'll stop by here real quick, so I can go over this. Tip over here. Okay, so you see over by my speedometer and tachometer, you'll see fuel right over here. By neutral, you got your oil temperature, you got your fuel. If I come over here to this drop down menu, which can move, all of these can move, this is just where I have them, where I like them. You can fill her up, that'll give you gas. So it's like $40 and it fills it up about a quarter. But back to this menu right here, the emergency refuel. This is for if you run out of fuel and you're just like out in the middle of nowhere because, you know, you didn't fill up, you forgot about it, whatever have you, you ruptured your tank, whatever. This emergency refuel, it'll cost you $120, and it barely puts anything in your tank, so it is not efficient at all. This is for, like, say you wreck, flip over off a cliff or whatever. If you do the pay some locals, it'll like spawn you back to before you flipped off the cliff. Now if you do push it out yourself, go ahead and do that, then we can hold control and we get these beams right here. Like, you know, everybody knows about these. Helps you flip over. Your screen does narrow in to kind of keep you from being able to fly your car across the map and cheat your way through missions. The developers are really on top of making sure nobody's like grieving or anything like that. They are on top of the ball. And increased passenger volume and decreased passenger volume. So if you are delivering a person, say you hit a bump or you bump into a wall, it will give you like little voice prompts to tell you, hey, you're not being a good driver at all. And so you got to be careful on those, and you can make a little bit of extra money. And on these missions, big difference between this and trailer missions is you can respawn during one of these cargo missions. Although you really should not if you can help it. Because if you do, you will lose a huge chunk of your money. And it is a pain when you first start off, wrecking constantly. I struggled with it for a while. So definitely try to avoid that. Now with which I'm gonna do right here. Definitely avoid doing what I just did. Now with the trailer missions, if you wreck and respawn, the trailer will disappear, so you can't really respawn on those. If we're close to it, I'm not going to respawn, but I definitely messed something up. Oh yeah, that alignment's done for sure. So if you are driving the starter vehicle and you don't have money to respawn, it will do it automatically for you, and it'll give you like a little text prompt that says you're too poor to even afford repairs. It'll make you feel even worse than what you already do about wrecking. However, if you have bought a vehicle like this pigeon here, and you try to do that, it will spawn you back into the base version of the car you start out with. So do keep that in mind whenever you do upgrade a vehicle. And with you not having brakes or rear suspension on the starting vehicle, I highly recommend you get upgrades in this order. You get rear brakes, suspension, and then go ahead and get different tires. Okay, so sometimes it doesn't put you to the exact location. You gotta kind of drive around a little bit to find it. So I'm gonna guess it's probably on the other side of this building. Go around here. This thing does not want to turn to the right at all. So if I were to respawn during this mission, I would probably only make like $100 off of this. Which would not be hardly anything, especially when I go over the upgrade menu here relatively soon. I highly recommend you always go with handling before you go with more power. More power, baby. Alright, so let's go ahead and get on over here. Probably back over here behind. Yep, there it is. So that red marker right there is where the mission ends. It's where we turn it in and get paid, baby. Oh, I killed it. I killed it. Alright, let's give it the beam up here. Come on, Betsy. Alright, so just like how we accepted the mission, we're going to go ahead and press E on our keyboard. Boom, right there. Made $699. Alright, so now let's go ahead and find a garage. Now we'll go over repairs. Alright. So if I bring down this drop down menu, all of these right here. These will just get you directions to whatever you need. Restaurant, dealership, gas, garage. Alright, so let's head over to this garage. And we tipped over. Yep, I tipped. Alright, so here's I'll show you what happens. If we respawn right here, it costs us $120. However, if we get to the garage here, and this goes for if you get upgrades, which I will show you how that works. If I were to upgrade my vehicle out over here or on the fly, it would charge me $120 every time that I add parts. This thing has more power, baby. Ooh, green circle is the garage. So if I do the same thing I did earlier, which you'll know you're near the garage because we'll have this. It's got a drop down menu. There's not a whole lot to it. I just keep it minimized, keep it right here so I know, hey, you're in the ring fully. But anyways, if I respawn here, you'll see service complete. That one's on us. It doesn't cost you anything, and if it does, it's generally only like $8 or $11, which is a big difference, especially when you're starting out. So if we open up here, we go to vehicle config, and we drop down, you'll see there's no pricing. So if we hit F5 on our keyboard, this will pull up to where we can actually see pricing, which I own both of those. But if we go over here to the engine, right here, 1300cc i4 engine, 1,250. If I were to buy that, let's see, let's go to something I do own. Let's go to spare wheel. Let's go empty. If I apply here, doesn't cost me anything whatsoever. However, I go ahead and back up here, and then I do the same thing. I go to vehicle config, frame. Oh, where was it? Spare wheel. Even though I own it, if I click apply, it charges me that 120. Oops, I accidentally put it in gear. So, if you're anything like me and you've been waiting for a campaign or missions to BeamNG Drive, so we got a little teaser, we got like a little tiny glimpse of it. They haven't quite released it, you've just been waiting and waiting. This definitely scratches the itch for me. Definitely does. There's no racing or anything like that, it's just missions and upgrading, but I can't wait to see where they go with this. But yeah, so that'd be it for today. If you guys want to see any more content or any other games, just go ahead and comment down below and let me know. Hit that subscribe button.